Panther Nation Podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's Rashad and Dave in the building. What is going on? What is happening? It's football week, Dave. Panthers football is back. We get the preseason this week. Now we know that's Hall of Fame game. We ain't talking.
I ain't watch a minute of it. Not a second of it.
Not a second, bro. Not 1 second.
Y'all out here so desperate. Y'all out here so desperate for football. Y'all out here watching folks that ain't gonna make the team. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah, man. We outside. Definitely this week for sure. Real football is back. We got the Panthers, Browns going head to head. Got joint practice this week. We're gonna talk about that. A-Cash already got the butcher word counter ready to go. Dave.
I can blame alcohol this time, though.
I was gonna say, put that down, bro. Put that down, because you know you don't need that. You don't need that. You know what I mean?
What would be hilarious if I don't butcher any words while I'm drinking? That would be outstanding.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. That would be funny. Woda says, "Have my loss for 2 years. Need some advice, Shy. What you got? What you need, bro? 2 years." What kind of advice you need, bro? Shoot it in the chat. You don't got to do a super chat. But I'll see if I can catch your name. But yeah, man, I can help you out.
He's had them. You had them joints for a minute, bro.
Boy, I had locks for umpteen years, bro. I keep mine cut.
You had them joints.
I keep mine trimmed and cut so they don't get too heavy. My neck be hurting. If I never cut them, they'll be down to my spinal, back, broken. If I would have never cut them, my locks would be down to my ankles, bro. But it gets heavy, so I gotta keep them trimmed down, man, for sure. Dave, how was your weekend, bro?
It was good, man. I went to the Newport Jazz Festival over the weekend. Went to the casino, chilled out. Saw the Roots consecutive days, which was pretty dope. With my lady friend. So it was pretty good. Pretty good weekend.
Shout out to A-Cash. A-Cash is funny. It says, "Drunk Dave pronouncing words perfectly. Would perfectly sum up why this pod is goated." That
factual.
is funny.
That's factual.
That is funny. This is a great question. I got this. I know this is not hair care pod, but
it's gonna be now.
This question. He says, Woda says, "How often do you get a retwist? How often do you wash oil, wrap every day?" Definitely wrap my hair up every night. I do take care of it. I do some stuff nightly, but I don't get a retwist. My hair is mature, so I don't have to get a retwist. I get a retwist every 2 months, 1 or 2 months. It just depends. If I got events that I gotta look presentable for, then I get it twisted. I get it washed and twisted at the same time. So yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all I got. They pressing you, Dave. They pressing you.
Hey, press away, guys. Dave. Listen, man. Norman 93, you getting old too, bro. Because based off Norman 93, you in your 30s, man, and it's okay. Because folks be picking those numbers based off the year they were born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would you call you wouldn't call
you answer the question, bro. You've been saying lady friend. What does that mean? We don't know what that means.
I mean, that's my lady. That's my girl. That's my girlfriend. But I just, now that I'm older, I don't think girlfriend is the word anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because she's past that. That's my woman. That's my lady. What more do I need to say? It is official.
If
we have an LB, if we have an LB trip with the wives,
she's coming. That means it's official. That means it's official. If you know, but that means it's official because you know what happens when you got to meet the LBs. That's we got questions. You know what I mean? We got questions. So yeah, that's good stuff. All right, Double O Kane says been up since 4 a.m. Couldn't miss the live before preseason game 1, but I'm going to sleep as soon as y'all throw the deuces. I feel you on that, Double O Kane.
You should, bro.
We appreciate your commitment to the channel. Appreciate your commitment to the pod. You here every week and contributing, man. We greatly appreciate you, my brother. Greatly appreciate you. Carl says, how come I came across another random channel who recorded FanFest, and right before that long XLTD, it picked up you a conversation, another fan, and we're sharing your alma mater spot. That's because that was my video. That was my video, and I was talking to the lady next to me, and she went to UNCG, and there was another young lady sitting next to me. She's a podcaster too. And we were talking about how she went to A&T as well. So we kind of started talking about alma mater. That was my video that you're seeing just floating around wherever you saw that. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Mr. Hunky Dory says all propaganda, hope, and hype to the first game in the season is done. Dave need AI to put some lock.
Nah, dog. Why Mr. Hunky Dory? Why?
He was like Big Cat if he had locks.
Why, bro? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Woo! Okay, little cat, slim cat.
Slim cat. Y'all are wild. Y'all are wild, man. This is why AI has to be stopped, guys.
Bonus PNP content. A-Cash is hair care by Shad and linguistics by Dave. That's funny. That is funny. That is funny, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Desmond Hunt says, I was at FanFest, didn't get to see you. Had a blast. Yeah, man, we're going to talk about FanFest for sure. Aggie Pride all day, every day. Shout out to Aggies and the homecoming tickets. Get the season tickets. That's the easy way around it. Get season tickets.
I'm assuming you did that.
Just get the season. I'm not going to the game.
Yeah, you typically don't go. You typically
I be in the streets, bro. I be in the streets. I'm done with going to games, bro. My game days are over with. I be outside, Dave. The game is for triple OGs. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a triple OG.
I guess I'm a triple OG then.
When I've been going, if I can't stand and walk around campus, that's when I go to the game to sit down. I still got my legs beneath me, bro. I'm good.
Nah, I got my season tickets. That's what you do. I'm gonna do a whole diatribe with Dr. Cavill show tomorrow about homecoming and what you're supposed to do. I told them. Now I got South Carolina State people getting mad at me because they can't get to the game. That ain't my problem. That's your problem.
Yeah. Don't they got tickets they can get through their players or something?
No. I'm sure
I'm sure they're getting a lot.
But for the players, sure. Their families, sure. But we're talking about like regular smugglers.
Man, regular them.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Coming, not y'all's. Get
pretty much.
Here, bro.
I mean, the band. I heard that the band's coming, but they had to cut a check to come. They have to cut a check to us to come.
Yeah, you got to pay for them seats.
Yeah.
What you mean? You cutting into our profit?
Yeah.
What you mean? It's business. It's business. All right, Dave. We got. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, Dave.
No. I mean that's the big dilemma, right? Folks don't want to run things as a business down there in the HBCU streets sometimes. So it is a business.
That's their HBCU, not ours.
Yeah,
it's a business.
It is definitely a business. But all right, let's keep it moving.
Let's get into it, man. On the prowl, y'all know what time it is, man. Shout out to Game Changers, bro. Game Changers tees. Go to Game Changer without an S .la to grab you some t-shirts. They're fire. Shout out to my man Carson. You see Carson on the thumbnail. Carson made the thumbnail because he had a Game Changer tee on. Shout out to Carson, man. Shout out to Carson. That's a grown man now, bro. I met Carson when he was a wee little lad. Now he a grown man, bro. Shout out to Carson. Use that code PNP10. Get 10% off your Game Changer orders. Kudos to the good folks that are Game Changers. We love y'all. And So, little side note, Dave. Shout out to the Discord. Y'all already know. Shout out to Dr. Hawk too, who's working on my Discord, getting it right. But if you know, Dave, got a secret. I had a little conversation with the good folks at Game Changer, and I had to ask for it. I had to ask for it, Dave. It's the Jalen Coker Game Changer tee on the way. So Coker gang, whatever you want to call it, Coke heads, whatever y'all want to call it, we up. Coke heads, whatever you want to call it.
Gotta go get me one of those.
We up. So it's coming. It's coming soon. Shout out to Jalen Coker. He got a shirt coming soon, man. I'll let y'all know when it's ready. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Shout out to this is FanFest. Took a bunch of pictures, man. First of all, gotta say this: when I'm out in the streets, the love is felt, bro. The love was felt. Kudos to everybody. Everybody was tracking me down, pictures. As soon as I got to my seat, it was mad people that pulled up. I put it on X. I said, "Come find me. I'm in section." Blah 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 blah. And as soon as I sat down, it was mad people coming to the seat, and it was like people behind me, like, "Who is this dude? Like, why is everybody taking pictures with him?" So it was dope, man. And shout out to y'all, man. The love was felt. I greatly appreciate it. Good times, good stuff for everybody, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to Carson, man, with the Game Changer tee. He got the white version on. I got the little ivory joint. So shout out to Carson, man. That's my guy, man. I didn't get a chance to see his mom, but kudos to them. They are not from the Carolinas, but they are here every training camp. They pull up, diehard fans. And so, man, we appreciate you. Shout out to Carson, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to my guy, Sean. Sean pulled up on your Sean? Boy. That's my guy, bro. Been a long time listener. That's my guy. And shout out to Carlo, of course. Carlo, we had to link up. It was real quick, but we had to link up. Man, salute to everybody. Man, everybody making me look short too. I'm not that short. I promise you, bro. I promise you, I'm not. These guys are just tall.
So what number? What number were you again when we were online? What number were you? I was
a 3, but I was a tall 3 though.
You was a tall 3?
I'm a tall tray. I'm not one of them short trays. I'm a tall tray.
Okay.
I'm a taller man. I'm not, bro. Come on, bro. I'm not short, bro. I'm average height. Bro. These people are just tall, bro.
I'm 6 feet tall. Like, put in perspective, guys. There were 17 of us. I'm 6 feet tall, and I was a 12. Yeah.
Man, Carlo about what? 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, he's taller than me.
I'm 5'9", 5'10", bro. I'm not that short.
Yeah.
Exactly, true. I'm 5'9", bro. I'm not short, bro. Y'all in the chat talking about I'm 5'3", bro. I'm taller than that, bro.
He ain't that short, guys. I just want to mess with him because he is a 3, and but we had a tall line. We had a really tall line.
Chill, bro. See, I'm not 5'5", bro. I'm 5'9", bro. Chill out, man. Bryce's average height.
Stop, guys.
Not for a football player, but he is average height. Shout out to 5'9". Absolutely. Come on now. Put some respect on my name. Shout out to 5'9".
All right. I'm waiting for them lyrical, spiritual miracle bars. I'm waiting for
bars too. I got bars too. Chill out.
Yeah, Steve Smith was 5'9". That's the real test.
We got a picture with him. We got
a picture. We got a picture when we were all standing. We got a picture when we were all standing.
Come on, man. Y'all trying to put some respect on my name, bro. Stop playing with me. Everybody I took pictures with just happened to be tall, including Carson, who 18 years old. But that ain't the point.
My son gonna be taller than you, bro. My son is growing, man. It's kind of scary. I already told Devon to get ready. He about to pass you, buddy. You're not gonna make it.
That's crazy. All right.
Most dudes are not 5'9", 5'10" either, guys. We gotta stop.
That is average height, bro. That's average height. What are we talking about? 5'9" is average height, bro.
Oh man, y'all are hilarious.
Come on, man. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. All right, let's get into these roster moves, man. Because a little bit of I'm not gonna say he's a fan favorite. I would say he's a little bit of a pod favorite. I mean, because when we signed him, the pod and the pod listeners was a little bit hype about Tuavasi Namora. We was excited. We want to see Oos. We thought we had another version of Frankie Louvu in the building. Obviously, undrafted. Had a similar story, getting onto the squad and linebacker. We thought we had a little parallel there. Unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. I have not heard much about Tuavasi
All
at
camp.
all.
Yeah, it
I
was
haven't heard
quiet for
much
him.
about it. It was quiet for him, fam. And with that, we signed linebacker Chris Barnes, who has quite a little bit of a history. You know, he's got been around the league a little bit, but what he does have is experience, right? He has experience. So, Dave, what this signals to me, and you know me, sometimes I look a little bit too deep into things, but what this signals to me is that they were looking for a vet because it's probably likely that Josie Jewell is not going to come back.
Yeah.
That's just my thought. That's my thought process. But Dave, what do you think about this? The signing of Chris Barnes and the waiving of Tuavasi.
Yeah, Tuavasi, man, getting waived was I was kind of disappointed because I know a lot of folks were kind of hyped about him, but he was so quiet in camp. So you're not shocked when you see that. But signing Chris Barnes, he does have experience. It does says a lot about.
We butchering the name, bro. My bad.
It's
We
Chris
got
Barnes.
shout out to the shout out to
To
our
CV.
Yeah. Shout out to our the PNP linguistic here. We got it. The linguist. He got us locked in. To a CV. I was butchering his name.
You know what? And
We
I followed
appreciate that.
you.
You
and
did.
I followed.
That's on me. That's why.
So that don't
that's why I
count.
pulled it up. That don't count.
My counter. No.
That don't count. That don't count. A cash. A cash.
Count.
A cash. That one. No. A cash. That don't count. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. That one don't count for Dave. That one don't count. That's on me. That's on me. But yeah, bro. But go ahead. My bad, Dave.
The bottom line is signing Barnes pretty much is that signal that Joel's not going to be out longer, which kind of sucks because he probably was our most experienced guy. So it is what it is.
Yeah. So just a little bit more about him. He's from he went to UCLA 2016, 2019. He got into the NFL as an undrafted free agent with the Green Bay Packers. He had 161 tackles between his first two seasons, and then he started 23 of his 29 games for Green Bay. He's 6'2", 229 pounds. The last two seasons with the Cardinals, where he had 304 of his 509 total snaps in 2024 came on special teams. So that's another thing, probably a bit of a special teams play. We need him for special teams, y'all. That's the same thing we got with Frankie Louvu. I'm not saying that they're similar. I'm just saying that the parallel is that they were signed for the special teams play, and then you never know what happens once a guy cracks onto the roster. So, but yeah, man, I think this is a good look. I think we do need some experience. Injuries do happen because behind him, it's a little behind Roseboom and behind Trevin Wallace. You got Shirless and now Chris Barnes. It's a little shaky. I ain't gonna lie. But this is a solid pickup. One of them deep sleepers that's around the league that is looking for an opportunity. Played a lot on special teams, but looking for the opportunity to crack onto a roster and get some more play. Shout out to Chris Barnes, man. Looking forward to see what we can get from him. All right,
everybody talking about in the chat, the linebacker position's in trouble. It's been in trouble, guys. We just didn't address it enough like we needed to. That's just I thought it was a top concern going into the draft this year. So this shouldn't be too big of a surprise from my perspective.
Yep. And just to kind of further talk about that, looking at shout out to our lads who has the great depth charts that they provide on their website. You got Chris Roseboom, you got Wallace, Chris Barnes, Shirless. After that, you got Bam Martin Scott, who was way down the line. I think his name came up in the chat. When I saw him at FanFest, he was pretty solid. And we're going to talk about FanFest and what happened at FanFest a little bit later, but on the field specifically. But yeah, it's solid. Solid play from Bam Martin Scott, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know.
It's going to have to be. Somebody's got to step up.
Yep, for sure. All right, Dave. So we got joint practices coming up this week, starting tomorrow, I believe, matter of fact. So you got Myles Garrett and them coming into town. I think it's going to be a good test for our offense to prove what they got. I think it's also going to be a good test for our defense to cut their teeth. Obviously, the Browns are dealing with some quarterback issues. I think they just signed Huntley, if I'm not mistaken.
And they announced Shador Sanders is going to be starting the preseason game.
Oh yeah, he about to get smacked.
If Shador
man,
this is the opportunity for him. If he can have a good day, he'll jump up the depth chart. Right before they signed Snoop Huntley, he was number 4 on the depth chart. But Pickett is hurt, Flacco's old, and then you got Dylan Gabriel's hurt, and Shador's kind of hurt too. He was dealing with a shoulder injury, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for him not to play.
Shador and them the ops, bro. We about to smack Shador. Hey, Shador being trash. That's why he got fell in the draft. You know what I mean? Because he trash. So we about to prove why he fell all the way to where he did. Because our defense is about to feast. You know what I mean? So salute. I'm
gonna be keeping a boat with you, bro. If our defense don't feast,
yeah,
I'm concerned. I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm joking, right? So I think Shador is gonna be all right. But all jokes aside, I do think that this is a great opportunity for our defense to kind of, all right, we're gonna start off a little on the weaker side. We know the Browns are the Browns. They ain't
that good.
Their defense is solid, but offensively, much can be desired. So I think we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I think it's a good game. I'm gonna be at this game, and I also may have a ticket to give away as well. I'm gonna check with my Discord first. If you listen right now and you in the Discord, shout out to all our Patreon supporters. Hit me up, man. Dare I say, first come, first serve. If you want to go to the game, you know what I mean. So hit me up, man. It's a preseason game. Hit me up. Let me know if you want to go, and I'll see if I can get some more tickets from my fellow PSL owners to see if they are actually going. Because if they're not, I can get more tickets. So yeah, man. Dave, we got a couple of super chats. Can you get those?
I'm hitting them up right now. Shout out to old school Panther fan. What up, Shorty? What do you think of Bryce's play so far during camp? That's for you, obviously.
It was. That's disrespectful, bro.
So
disrespectful. It's all good, man. Bryce been all right, man. Bryce been cool. I think he's playing well. I think that. Well, I'll hold my thoughts. I'm going to answer your question. I'll answer a little bit later because I want to lump it in the midst of all the other discussions, because I think there's quite a bit to talk about when it comes to training camp and how FanFest went for our first time seeing them, and we'll talk about that later. But good question.
All right, next up, shout out to Wade Evans for the super chat. What's up, PNP? FanFest was a good time. Traveled down from Maryland and got XL, Turk, and Canales to sign stuff. That's dope, man. That's what's up. I'm glad that everybody was out there signing too. I know we're gonna get into FanFest, but that's dope.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't. Well, I don't know, because I got there a little bit, not late, but they were signing prior to camp, like prior to the practice starting. Like Bryce went out there and signed a little bit. Canales went out there and signed a little bit right there by the tunnel. So they did sign. I don't know what happened afterward, like during the fireworks portion. I don't know. I was not down there in there. I left kind of right after practice ended, so I wasn't hanging around. But yeah.
All right. Shout out to Carson 1. Nice to see you again, Shot. I remember folks' reactions to us drafting Ransom. Been my guy since college and still is. OSU baby. Hashtag I told y'all he is a stud. Look at that.
He had a great day today and at camp, at the open practice, excuse me. So yes, shout out to Ransom. He's hooping right now. But yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later as well.
All right.
But yes, that's it. That's all super chats.
That's all the super chats.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for all the super chats. But yeah, this is again, I think it's gonna be exciting times. I'm gonna be out there watching. I don't know if I'm gonna stay for the entirety of the game, just because it might get a little boring once it gets down to the fourth stringers. But I might. I'm tripping because it only gets boring because you kind of seen the practices and you know what to expect. Being that we haven't seen Panthers football, and I'm gonna stay. Let me not play. I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna watch to the end.
You gonna stay, man?
I don't want to be surprised during cut day either, right? I might do another marathon, a signing, a cut day marathon like I did last year. That shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie, that was fun. I might run that back. So I gotta be prepared though. I gotta have my talking points ready. So I gotta be able to watch all the games. So I'm gonna stay the whole time. All right. So, Dave, any other thoughts on this joint practice situation? So first week we're cutting our teeth. Next week we got the Texans. I think it's a good little ramp up for us. Good little ramp up.
Disappointed fans can't see it, but we'll hopefully, maybe, just maybe they might stream something tomorrow. I hope folks who are part of the Panthers organization is watching this. Please, for the love of God.
I doubt it. And
something.
The reason why I say I doubt it is because the weather's supposed to be awful too.
Yeah, I heard it rained pretty bad today.
It did.
Vashti was out here saying this. They never seen it rain as hard as it did for practice that day.
It was raining. It was raining bad. Because I was outside, I had to get my tires replaced, and I was out there in it too. So yeah, it was downpouring out there. But I think that's good for the team too, to practice in those elements. But yeah, sure. I think it's still gonna be here. I think it's gonna be here. The rain gonna be here all week.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be, and thank goodness too, my seats are covered, so I ain't got to worry about the rain if it rains at the game. Salute to the PSL seats under cover. So shout out to that. All right. Okay. Joint practices gonna be interesting. Any matchups you looking forward to seeing, bro? Any matchups?
I'm curious to see T-Mac versus Denzel Ward. Very fascinated about that one. Yeah, and I'm also fascinated to see how our offensive line holds up with that front, particularly with Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett, Mason Graham, who we all like on this pod, who we all wanted to draft. He is a member of the Browns. Don't forget.
Yeah.
You still got Malik Collins, Alex Wright. Their defense is not terrible.
I want to know how we look in the front, and I'm also fascinated to see how our defensive line holds up now that we have a brand new defensive line. If we can get to have Shador get rattled a little bit during these practices, that would be nice to see and nice to hear about at least. Yep, I'm nervous about the linebackers, bro. But I've been nervous about the linebackers for a while now.
Yeah. So Josh says, how worried are we as a whole for our linebacker room? And also, did XL drop a couple of passes at FanFest? So I'll take the second part of that. So XL, there's a little controversy about XL and his drop, because he did at first glance have a drop in the end zone, which he got a step on. I forgot who was guarding. I think it was Mike Jackson or somebody was guarding him. And he got a step on him, and he what appeared to be dropped the football. After further review, it was a PI. Mike Jack was all over him. So I think it was a PI on Mike Jack, and I'm not going to charge that drop to XL. So we're not going to do that. I know there's a narrative that people want to kind of feed into, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'm guilty. When it first happened, I was like, oh shit, he dropped another pass. I was really far away from the play. I was on the opposite end. So I didn't get a chance to see it like up and close, but I did record it and I put it on Instagram or X, and I said, hey, XL dropped the pass. Yeah, I mean, so, but he also had to also, speak on the good. He had a great little catch and run where Bryce hit him on a quick slant. He took that joint to the house. So yeah, man. So XL's fine, bro. XL was fine. He had a PI, and it's that drop is, or quote unquote drop that everybody's talking about, was not on XL. So it's all good. XL is gonna be fine. XL is gonna be fine. All right. Any more thoughts on the joint practices, Dave?
Oh, nah, man. I'm looking forward to hearing what comes out of it later this week. For sure. I'm really looking forward to it.
So I'm just interesting, Dave. I just saw this news come in from ESPN. Did you see that?
Which one?
ESPN to get NFL Network.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about that for like 5 minutes?
NFL for 10% equity stake in all sports network.
That's the stake? Like, they announced it the other day, but they didn't mention how much the stake was. and I've been vocal about it on Twitter. I hate it, and part of the reason why I hate it, I think I like the only piece I like about it is the fact that the NFL Network and Red Zone, which I'm very afraid of, they're gonna put commercials on Red Zone. I'm gonna hate that. Them having that entity would be big because I think ESPN will do it better and things of that sort, with the exception of Red Zone. I think Red Zone, they're going to butcher it. I think they're going to run Red Zone. Yeah. But I hate the fact that the NFL now has a stake of a major network like that, because that means you don't get good. You're not going to always get good, consistent reporting,
right?
Because of that. Like the prime example was the whole fiasco that's going on with the NFLPA.
Yeah.
Right. They weren't even trying to report that. It wasn't for Pablo Torre, who just shout out to him. He just got a big New York Times deal for his podcast. But he's just a phenomenal reporting this year between the Bill Belichick stuff and the NFLPS stuff. He's been knocking out the park this year. But like, you don't get those type of investigative reporting. Like, that's not going to really be there when it's involving the NFL. Because now they have a level of control. Having 10% state of a company is big. I know that's not majority, but that's still big regardless. That's still a big chunk. That's a tenth of the company, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting for sure. All right, Dave. Let's hit this super chat. We could pause here and have this conversation about Parsons as well. So I don't have a slide for him, but it is interesting. But do we offer Scourton and a second?
Two first.
First. Yes, the second first for Micah Parsons. I
would give up 2 firsts for Parsons in a heartbeat.
Everybody's asking, is there any way we can trade for Micah Parsons?
I would give up 2 first round picks.
Let's have the discussion, bro.
I would give up 2 first round picks for Micah Parsons in a certifiable heartbeat. And no hesitation. Right. I would drop 2 first round picks for Michael Parsons right now. He could play linebacker. I would drop two first round picks.
Okay, he can play linebacker, but is that then devaluing
No. Because
you're going to be paying pass rusher price for an interior linebacker.
Okay, if we got to put him at pass rush, fine. Then yes.
I mean, he's gonna let me be clear. He's gonna be flexible. He can play anywhere. Like
but bruh, but we put him where we need him. Like, we need him at linebacker badly, bruh.
I don't know about that, Dave. I don't know. That's not best use, right?
Well, for him, you're right, but he could do anything. Like, originally, when we were during the draft, the thought was, yeah, he can play pass rush, but he can also play linebacker, right? So,
and they played him at the Cowboys played him at linebacker, and I think a lot of people were questioning why the hell are you playing a premier pass rusher at interior linebacker? Like, I don't know that's not the best uses of a Micah Parsons. So I think if you do it, I think that, you've got to figure out what the best use is for a Micah Parsons. And I don't know. I'm torn, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be a little torn about this because here's where I'm at with it with Micah. Right. So I think he's an exceptional player. Great player. I wish that the Panthers were in a different space to go out and get a Micah Parsons, right? I wish we were. Oh, you like how I did that right there? Sorry, I was a little not focused because I was trying to add this slide. But I think that I wish we were in a different space. I wish the team was one player away or one edge rusher away, right? I don't think we're quite there. And I'm concerned that if you do go out and get a Micah Parsons, you're really going to have to get creative with the cap and trying to figure that out. And I think it does accelerate everything, right? It accelerates the plan because now you got a premier pass rusher. You got a quarterback on a rookie deal. You got to go get it at that point. So I do like that in a way. But at the same time, y'all, we just drafted 2 edge rushers.
I know.
Hold on. Let me finish. We just drafted 2 edge rushers, right? Both of which are on rookie deals. And who's to say, Dave? And I'm not saying that either one of these guys are going to turn out to be elite as a Micah Parsons. But who's to say that one of these guys won't be Very, very, very solid.
A diet
player.
Mike.
A
diet
diet
Micah.
Mike. Yeah.
A diet Micah Parsons.
Who's to say one of these guys won't be a diet Micah, and you have them for the next 4 years for a very, very cheap value, right? I'm torn, bro. I'm on the fence. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on the fence with it because I get it. If we did it, hey, I'm gonna applaud it because I appreciate the aggression. I'm gonna say this great, but bro, at some point you gotta be able to, you know what I mean? You gotta figure it out. You gotta develop your guys that we've been talking about. So they're talking about the depth chart just dropped. We're gonna finish this conversation and then we'll talk about the depth chart. Appreciate y'all.
All I know is this. There's a couple things that are very valuable in this world. One is a pass rusher. And he's bona fide there. I do agree. Maybe we shouldn't. I'm backpedaling. Maybe we shouldn't put him at linebacker. But dang it, there ain't too many pass rushers as good as him in the league. There just isn't. So if you're telling me 2 first-round picks and one of our draft picks to go get him, we gotta go get him, man. I understand the cap. I understand all that. But our defense has been so. We got to go get him. I wouldn't be happy about giving up our draft picks. I do agree. Like, growth matters. But, he's balling, bro. Like, he deserves every dime. And I don't know what the hell Jerry Jones is doing. I have no clue what the hell he's doing. Like, they're making this too difficult. This is not hard. Pay him. Like, pay the man. Pay him.
I mean, I get it. I get both sides of it, bro. And then what are you giving up? You're giving up 2 first rounds. And listen, for me, if you get a guy like Micah Parsons, you don't really care about the next. And listen, it's tough. It's tough, man. Because we don't anticipate picking top 10, right? We don't want to pick top 10. So that pick is not going to be what we.
If in a perfect world, it'll be in the 20s.
Exactly. So do we miss it as much?
No.
Yeah, you still miss it. You still miss that first.
But it's not like when we traded for Bryce and ended up giving the number 1 pick to freaking to Houston, whoever we did it for, whatever team got the first pick, or Chicago, whoever it was. It's not like that. But if we knew Bryce, shout out to Buy QQQ idiot. If we knew Bryce was the guy, I say go for it. Yeah, I'm there.
I mean, I don't. So if you know Bryce is the guy, that kind of also says, hey, we're gonna have to pay Bryce Young in a couple of years, right? And how do you make that work? It's possible, guys. I'm not saying it's impossible. Teams do it. They're able to finagle the cap, and if you make that move, you're in win now mode. That changes everything. And I do not know that. I think that the Panthers have a development plan. They drafted these 2 young edge rushers. I think they're going to stick to the plan, bro. I really do.
I know they are. I know we're not going to trade.
I really do.
I'm just saying what I think we should do. And you never know what Tepper might get involved and go get him, but I doubt it. I think Tepper's done a phenomenal job stepping back and letting the GM and the coach do their jobs, and I commend him for that. So I don't see it happening. But it'd be nice, but at the same time, we would be in a different type of win now mode. Why not just trade for Trey Hendrickson? Well, it all depends if the Bengals are willing to trade him. The Bengals are a mess. You just saw what happened with Shamar Stewart. Like, I don't know why we're out here trying to think that the Bengals are going to actually do rational things here. But I think we probably can get him for less. I could take less than Micah Parsons. That's for sure. I'm pretty confident in that.
Yeah, I'm confident in that too.
Yeah, I think it'd be less for Micah. Because the Bengals, I don't know what they're doing, man. They got such a.
And Trey know the division too. He used to be a Saint, so he knows the division well, and that would be a solid pickup.
All right, we got 2 more super chats to hit.
Oh, my fault. Dave. Go ahead. My fault.
Let's see. My 2 cents. Trading Parsons is a win now because we're 1 piece away. Move. We are not improvement. We are improving, but we are not 1 move away this year. I do agree with this. And just like Rashad said earlier, we would be super aggressive at this point. That would be aggressive, and that means we got to be in win now mode right now. We're not quite there yet. Shout out to Double O Kane. If they form like Voltron, like into Micah, we won. Now I'm with you there. And Derek 90. A QB and pressure with 4 rushers gets us to the playoffs. I agree. I do agree here. Okay.
You got more. You got another one.
Oh, there's one more. Okay, sorry. Why is Nick Scott the damn starter? Well, we ain't seen it yet, but stop the BS.
I have
NFL.
it up. I have it up. Let's go. Did we get all super chats? Because somebody said there was one that missed.
I thought we got them all. No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Why is Nick Scott the damn starter? Stop the BS, NFL. Right. Project us to start. Richardson and Thielen need to start in the slot and retire after this year. Shout out to you, Cameron Duckett.
Here we go. All right. Here is the depth chart that was just released. A first official depth chart. And so we'll start at the top and kind of walk our way through it. All right. So T-Mac is the one. Adam Thielen, obviously, up there. Icky, Damian Lewis, Austin Corbett, Robert Hunt, Taylor Moe, and Jatavion Sanders, Xavier Legette, and Bryce Young. No surprises there at all. Shout out to Austin Corbett too. I got to give my man some credit. He's out here playing well, coming off the injury. Let's hope he can keep that up. I'm a huge fan of Cade Mays, but Austin Corbett is doing very solid. So shout out to him. In the twos, in the second line, you got David Moore, Hunter Renfrow, solid. Okay, so David Moore, who had a very, very good FanFest practice. I'm not even gonna lie, Dave, he was cooking out there. David Moore was cooking out there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We kind of talked about how he might be in danger and all that. Nah, he was cooking, and it's partially due because Hunter Renfrow was injured. He's got a hamstring injury, which we're going to talk about in a second. Well, we probably may skip that since we're kind of talking about his depth chart right now. But Hunter Renfrow has a hamstring injury, so David Moore stepped into that role, played very well. Brady Christensen, Chandler Zavala, backup, Cade Mays. I mean, we've got a pretty solid second line. Jatari Carter, Yash Nijman, and then number 2 tight end, Dave.
Mitchell Evans.
Yeah, and he also had a good practice. So shout out to Mitchell Evans. Then you got Jalen Coker right there, Andy Dalton, Rico Dowdle, backup running back. Okay. Any observations there?
Not at all. I mean, not shocked. I think Renfrow, his hammy, he better get that thing together quick.
Yeah, and hammies linger, bro. We talk about it all the time on this pod. Hammies linger, so it is what it is.
But Jalen's the backup to Legette, so
which is solid. That's where he's with all these slot guys. You got to have another outside guy. So Jalen is kind of spreading his wings. He's getting outside, so that's solid. Third string, you got Bryson Tremaine, Jacoby George at wide receiver. Michael Tarquin, Brandon Walton, Luke Kandra. Haven't heard Luke Kandra's name much. He was another guy we were super excited about. Haven't heard his name much at all. Jared Kingston. And then at the number 3 tight end spot, James Mitchell. Hey, let me tell you somebody that's been balling is James Mitchell. I'm going to talk about him a little bit later. But James Mitchell had he had a terrible drop in the end zone at training camp. But boy, he had a solid camp. Aside from that one drop, he had a great practice at FanFest. I know it was a touchdown. I get it. It's a critical drop. Could have been a critical drop. But other than that, I was super surprised to see him out there. I heard it. I called his name several times. And then behind Jalen Coker, you got Jimmy Horn Jr. with the 3s. I'm sure he's going to rise up. We'll see what happens there. Jack Plummer with the 3s. Trevor Etienne, third running back on the depth chart.
Ahead of Blackshear,
which is interesting. And then fourth string, you got Jaseen Reed at wide receiver, Steven Lasoya, Bryson Pierre, Kobe Hudson. Yeah, that's another wide receiver name that we've been kind of talking about as well. And
then we got the rest.
Yeah, then you got the rest of the guys. But yeah, TJ Luther, all those guys are. I did not mean to click that. My bad.
All right, got
My
another
bad,
super
y'all.
chat.
Go
We are
ahead, Dave.
trading. Shout out to Mr. Elevation. We are trading for anybody and needs to be a middle linebacker. I agree. I need a good middle linebacker too, not just any middle linebacker. Appreciate the super chat.
Just to round out the tight ends, you got Tyler Mabry and TJ Luther, a wide receiver at the 5th string. Imani Bailey, also there in the 6th. Dominic Cafney and K'Ron Lynch Adams. Okay. Where's XL? He's right. So they split up the wide receivers. XL's at the bottom, right here.
He's outside.
Yeah. They split him up. So you got the 1, the slot, then the 2 down here. That's how they have them split up. All right, let's talk about the defense. I have not seen the defense yet. I peeked a little bit, but I ain't seen it. So here we go. Outside linebacker, you got Patrick Jones the second, Ashawn Robinson starting. That's interesting. And then you got Bobby Brown the second at defensive tackle. Then you got Derrick Brown, defensive end. Then DJ Wanham. DJ Wanham is the starting outside linebacker. Inside, you got Trevin Wallace, Christian Roseboom, Mike Jack, J.C. Horn, Trevor Moehrig, and Nick Scott. Yes, Nick Scott took reps with the ones at FanFest, to a lot of people's surprise. A lot of people were surprised about that. Okay, so people want to see Demani, and then Lathan was getting some burn too, but a lot of people were surprised that Nick Scott is at, and I'm surprised too, to be honest with you. I don't know that Nick Scott is the guy I want.
You don't know what they be doing at practice, man.
I don't. That's what sucks, right? Nick Scott could be balling. You know what I mean?
He could be balling at practice. He earned that spot.
He could be. We don't know. We don't know. But second string, you've got Princely Umanmielen, Tershawn Wharton. I'm surprised Tershawn not starting, but that's a good, bro. That's a good, having Tershawn coming off the bench. It's probably going to be, scenarios for Tershawn. But when you need to stop the run, he's probably going to be out there because he's a very good run stopper. Shad Tuttle, backup defensive tackle. LeBron Ray backing up Derrick Brown. Nic Scourton is the other outside linebacker. Our 2 rookies, good to see them. Slide it right there where it need to be. Sherless, backup interior linebacker. Jacoby Whitman. Chris Barnes way down the line. I guess you just signed him. You can't throw him in right there with 2. So I get that. Caleb Evans is the backup cornerback along with Shaw Smith-Wade. Interesting.
No, it is just not that interesting. I'm not shocked by that.
So they got Demani Richardson backing up Trevon Merrick. Marek. I think that's how you say it. I think it's Marek.
No, I'm talking the first time. You called him Moehrig.
I'm trying to get it right, bro. No, I didn't say Moehrig.
Don't worry. Look at the tape. The first time?
I didn't say Moehrig. Okay. Did I say Moehrig? I didn't say Moehrig, bro.
On the first time you did, but it's okay.
Nah, Dave, don't try to throw me in your lane. I didn't say Moehrig. I said Merrick. That's what I said. I said Merrick the first time.
Okay.
I think it's Marek, not Merrick. I didn't say Moehrig.
Okay,
see?
Fine.
Don't try to play me, Dave. Don't do that. I'm not you, bro. I'm not you. Trying to play me, bro. Anyway, Lathan. Nah, you got me messing up. Lathan Ransom. Lathan Ransom is backing up Nick Scott, which is interesting. But yeah, maybe Lathan can jump up into that number 1 spot. We'll see. That would be dope. But am I surprised Demani backing up Trevon? I don't know.
Why should you be? You shouldn't be. We signed him to start. What are we talking about?
No. I meant like he should be. I thought Demani should have been the other starting safety.
Oh, gotcha.
But we'll keep going. Thomas Incoom, the third string outside linebacker. Jared Harrison Hunt, Defensive end, Sam Roberts. Defensive tackle, Crumity. Defensive end, DJ Johnson, third string. Defensive, or excuse me, outside linebacker. I mean, it is right.
That
it is
tracks.
right. It does track.
You don't draft Nic Scourton and Princely if you have faith in DJ Johnson. So that tracks. That falls right where I expected to fall. Sorry, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is there. Bam Martin Scott, his name came up earlier. John Radigan. Radigan. I don't know how you say that. Michael Reed, Shamar Bartholomew. I thought he would have been where Caleb is, but I've heard that Caleb has been playing well too. Isaac Gifford, Jack Henderson. Then you got for outside linebacker, you got Boogie Basham. Cam Jackson. I would like to see Cam jump up into this to Shot Tuttle spot. I haven't heard Shot Tuttle's name all camp either. Not a peep. Not a peep. I have not heard Shot Tuttle name this entire camp. So I would like to see Cam jump into that spot. JJ Weaver. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm not even about to try to pronounce my man's name. Go ahead, Dave. You got it right here.
Which one?
Right here.
Apollo Mwatsa.
There you go. You got it.
I think I got it. We're gonna see. Don't worry. Somebody in these chats
you.
gonna let me know. They're
They're
gonna let me know if I got it wrong. And if that's the only one I get wrong today, I can't be mad at that.
They definitely gonna let you know. Chris Barnes.
They're trying to figure it out right now. That's why they're out here Googling right now. They're trying to figure it out right now. They are looking.
Corey Thornton is another name that has been balling. Surprised he is. I think he has plenty of time to move up the depth chart. And then that's really it. These other guys, they got a long way to go. Special teams. Raheem Blackshear starting. Yeah. But I take this with a grain of salt because they got Jimmy Horn way back in the fifth. So I don't think that
he's back from his hammy injury, right?
Who?
Jimmy Horn.
Yeah, he's fine. Jimmy Horn is fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that that's going to be. What's interesting is Hunter Renfrow is at the 2 for punt returns. That's interesting to me.
Very. But he's pretty high on the depth chart on the offensive side of the ball, so I don't think there's too big of a concern there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking the backups. The backups for both the kick and the punt returner are both at least 2 on the depth chart on the offensive side of the ball, which could make Blackshear expendable.
Yeah.
Off that alone. Then you got David Moore right behind him when everybody thinks David Moore highly got that shot to make the team.
Nah, David Moore been balling, bro. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. He had a really good FanFest practice, bro. I was surprised. Would that have been the case had Hunter Renfrow been healthy and played? We don't know. But he definitely was. His name was called a lot. He caught a lot of footballs on Friday. At least 4 that I can recall off the top of my head. So, yeah, and like Ms. Rand says, he had the touchdown. Yeah, he was balling. Balling.
He's cooking. Yeah, he's cooking. Yeah. Definitely cooking.
So, let's see. That is the depth chart. So that's what we wanted to see there. Let me stop sharing this and then get back into my other presentation. Wrong one.
Let me see.
Let's see here.
A-Catch, I agree, bro. I don't see a scenario where Blackshear makes 53. I just don't.
I mean, you never know, bro. You just never know. Just never know. So we had the Micah Parsons discussion. Talked about Bryce. Okay, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. If you in the Discord, which means you are a Patreon member or a triple OG. If you know, you know. Shout out to the OG Group Me days. If you in there, let me know if you want to go to the game on Friday. First come, first serve, man. Don't matter what level you are. But if you want to become a MVP and want to go watch the regular season games with your boy, make sure you sign up patreon.com/Panther Nation PC and sign up as an MVP level member, and you will get access to get a game ticket giveaway. And that game ticket is going to be sitting with me in the Silver Club under the covers. Well, we ain't gotta, I mean, under the covered seats. Well, we ain't gotta worry about the weather. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of the MVPs. We appreciate y'all. It's dope. You know what I mean? Good vibes, good energy. It's gonna be dope, man. Good stuff. Shout out to the franchise folks and shout out to the MVPs as well, man. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. I got you, bro. I definitely got Venator. I got you, bro. I'm gonna put you on there. You definitely gonna be on there. Definitely before the next giveaway. You're gonna be up there. That's on me. I saw you come through, bro, and I didn't put you. I didn't update it. So that's my fault. That's my fault, bro.
And shout out to you because I believe you paid the entire year too. So shout out to you, sir.
Exactly.
Shout out to
put
you.
his business all out there, bro.
Look, man.
God,
look, man. Y'all be talking about me not hiding money, so you know
put
that's
his business all out there, bro.
No, I want to let the people know that you could pay the full year if you want to pay the full year as well. That's all.
Let's put his business all out there. God, dog, Dave.
Oh, God.
All right, bro. Underdog it is.
Yes, man. Please, man. Please, sir, go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code PNP. Get in on your higher and lowers. They got WNBA. They got Major League Baseball. They even got NFL. Right now, even for the preseason, they do it. So make sure you guys go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do. You can win up to over 100 times your money with the higher and lowers. Just make some picks. You decide it's higher or lower, or you can hop into some of these best ball drafts. I'm about to get into my best ball phase right now, man. I'm about to hop in the best ball. The thing that's great about best ball, you just draft your team, and you ain't got to worry about setting lineups or none of that. The higher scores go, and you can win millions of dollars with best ball. So make sure you go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP when you do, and ACAST while you keep bringing up old stuff. Shout out to Underdog, though.
Yep. Shout out to Underdog. Hey, no, super shout out to Underdog. We can't, Dave, we can't just brush over that. Shout out to Underdog, man. Good folks.
Yeah, good folks, really good company.
We can't, behind the scenes, we can't really, talk about the business side of it, but shout out to Underdog, man. If you know, you know. Salute to them. Good company. We've been with Underdog since basically day one, like before they were the huge company that they are right now. And so it's good to see them and us grow at the same time. So salute to Underdog, man. salute to Underdog, bro. Salute to Underdog.
I can't quit my job, but they did take care of us. Shout out to them.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, salute. It ain't like that, but the circumstances in which they did take care of us is kind of crazy. So salute to them. Salute to them. All right, Dave. Let's talk about some guys that are balling right now. Kind of really stock up, stock down. Just a couple of guys that we already really kind of talked about, but we want to make sure they get their just due. But Lathan Ransom, man, this kid he had a hell of a FanFest practice. In fact, Dave, they had a fake punt where he was on the receiving end of the fake punt and took that Joan almost. I think he took it all the way to the house. I can't remember if he scored or not, but he was right there if he didn't. And so that was interesting to see him get active there. He was also very active, from an actual safety standpoint. He was playing very well. He's aggressive, right? He almost got chewed out, but he did get chewed out by Bryce Young for, taking a shot at a guy. Yeah, I mean, so he's playing aggressive. I think he is a good look for this defense. And I'm gonna be honest, he was not the safety I wanted. Yeah, Jimmy stopped him. So yeah, good look, Carlo. That was more so on Carlo's end. I didn't see it. So, but yeah, he's playing. Man, he's playing well, bro. He is exactly where he should be. And I'm not gonna lie, he is not the guy that I wanted initially from a safety standpoint. But bro, he is definitely playing well right now. So I hope that it translates, onto the field. But Dave, any thoughts on Lathan Ransom and how he's balling out right now?
I'm happy to see it because I know a lot of folks felt the way about the pick when we made it, and it's great to see the results of that pick. And I know he's going to probably get up if he keeps at this pace. He's going to get more playing time, which is beautiful. So I'm happy for him. I know this wasn't the guy that they want. I know this wasn't the guy that they wanted at that particular position either. I know a lot of folks weren't too happy with the pick initially, but hey, he's fitting the scheme better, and I can't complain about that.
Yeah. No, I think they got a guy that they wanted. And again, I think that, to be honest, bro, the safety position was one of those positions where I was super concerned about it. But I got to be honest, this safety position has now, I would say, has become a strength. Yeah, you got solid depth. You got Demani. You got Lathan Ransom. You got you obviously got Merrick. So you got all these guys, bro. This is turning into a strength. I'm starting to like it. Like that's a good, solid group. So shout out to Ransom, man. He's cooking right now, and I hope he continues to cook and kind of keeps it control because he is physical, right? He is a guy. He's a hawk. He gonna try to take your head off, and I hope he can kind of keep it under control so he's not penalized and get a bunch of PIs and personal fouls and things like that. So we got to make sure we can control it, but at the same time be effective. So very solid, very, very solid. I like him. I like him a lot. So I'm happy with where he is.
Look at this. This guy. I ain't seen him in a while. Shout out to Slim J, man.
Shout out to Slim, bro. Long time no see. You.
Yeah, that's why I knew he was gonna make an appearance. He's from Ohio. He's big Ohio. I mean, look, man. I got a question for you while you're here, Slim. Considering the craziness that's been going on with the Bengals, man, have you decided to come back? Have you decided to return to us?
That's what it looked like to me.
That's
like
he's
trying to jump
man.
back on the train while it's, while it's hot. That's what it looked like.
And I'm not mad at it. After what that owner said, I would jump out of there too. I hope all is well. I hope all is well with you, bro. He's an OG. Hope all is well with you,
Super OG, bro. Super
Absolutely.
OG.
So I hope all is well with you, man.
Yeah, super OG. Shout out to Slim. All right, let's keep it moving. Obviously, Hunter Renfrow. We've been talking about Hunter Renfrow, but it comes with a little bit of an asterisk. Because he is a little banged up right now. I hate that we didn't get a chance to see him at FanFest because I would have loved to see him line up against somebody and cook. Right? We haven't had a chance to see it with our own eyes. Everything we've seen has been, behind closed doors, and so I would have loved to seen it. But hey, it is what it is. But he has been balling. And, the word on the street is, you saw where he was on the depth chart, right behind Adam Thielen. So we'll see what happens. But very much so kudos to Hunter Renfrow.
He's going to make the team. He's going to make the team. I was worried about him making the team. He's making the team. So it's going to be fascinating to see if they decide to go with 6 or 7. Otherwise, it's going to be a casualty.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie because it is a hamstring injury. Like, hey, they linger, and he's been out the game for a while, so it's gonna hit a little different. So I agree they are taking it easy with him, and if it was a game, he probably would have played. I hear all that, but actions speak louder than words, bro. Like you held him out, and he's older. He's not old, but he's coming off of the ulcerative colitis stuff. So he's not like, it's not like a regular hamstring injury where he's just, all right, I'm just recovering and rehabbing, bro. You got a lot to deal with coming back to play. So we'll see. And that is another perspective, Carlo. People are saying, because they're being so careful with him, that does say that, he's a lock, basically, because they're trying to make sure he's going to make it through the season. That is another perspective. I agree.
Yeah. He's going to make the team.
Yep.
So it's going to be fascinating to see if they decide to keep 6 or 7 because it's going to be tight, man. That 6 spot's going to be tight.
I think it's going to be 7. I think they're going to keep 7, bro. I think they're going to keep 7.
So what position is going to take the deficit?
Either tight end or running back.
That means might only keep like 3 running backs possibly. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Or just 3 tight ends too.
Yep. Okay. It's
But
gonna be
yeah,
interesting.
it's good. It's good, man. But shout out to Hunter Renfrow. He was out there practicing in the rain, not practicing, but running drills and cutting and all that stuff. That's good to see. But again, listen, actions speak louder than words, bro. Of course, they're gonna say everything is fine, and we're just taking our time with them. If he was healthy, he'd be out there playing, bro. Like come on, bro. Is the PNP dot? I don't know where our resident physician is. I don't know where the PNP resident physician is. I don't know if he's watching or not. If you in here, man, let your voice be heard. We need some answers on the rehab and ulcerative colitis combined, like both of those. Does it impact you? So, very, very interesting. We'll see. I think Tampa only kept 5, but I think it's Tampa only kept 5, but I think also it's a different situation too. Like Dave Canales was an offensive coordinator, which means to me he didn't have the ultimate say on how many receivers to keep. He can only have a suggestion, right? He ain't really that dude to be saying, all right, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Another guy been balling. And this unfortunate that I couldn't find another picture of. This is Corey Thornton. The kid has been playing very well. He had a damn good FanFest practice. His name's been buzzing in the media as far as the training camp practices. So this kid is again, it's that size, the physicality, the 6'2", 6'1", 200 plus pounds. This guy is definitely one to watch and could push his way onto the roster depending on how preseason goes and how practices have been going. But it's going to be interesting to watch guys like Corey Thornton. Right now, we just looked at the depth chart and he was kind of down the line. You know what I mean? These guys have to work to crack into the rotation, get onto the field. But it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Dave, any thoughts on Thornton?
Nah, shout out to him. It's gonna be interesting with him. I don't think it's a lock for the 53 yet, but if he keeps his pace,
I think he got a ways to go, but
he got a ways to go.
I think he'll be a solid practice player. Like just going back to the depth chart, he is 4th string right now. So he's 4th string behind. He's behind Shamar Bartholomew and Mike Reed. I think his best bet is to try to battle it out with Reed. Ultimately, it's gonna be interesting to watch how many cornerbacks they keep, because if it's 5, the 5 are probably gonna be Mike Jack, JC, Shaw Smith Wade, Caleb Evans, and Shamar Bartholomew. If they keep 6, then he's in a battle with Mike Reed. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. Very interesting.
It's going to be fascinating. And it's a matter of whether or not, like you said, they might not keep 6. So he might have an uphill battle to make the 53. But definitely probably can bring him back around for the practice squad at least, which would be fine too.
For sure. For sure.
Who's next up, man? You got a lot of positives. I'm waiting for some negatives.
No, I really don't have negatives, but we can pause. We can stop to have a conversation because I don't have any negatives. I got some guys to kind of keep an eye on. I don't have any because I'm not there, bro. I can't really give them a down arrow if I'm not there. Like I need to see with my own 2 eyes to give a down. Now I have some warnings. Some guys.
DJ Johnson's on the top of that list for me.
Yeah,
but he probably was already on the way out the door.
Yeah. And so this is another kid that I could not find a picture for. But this is James Mitchell. James Mitchell had a very good FanFest practice. Outside of that touchdown drop that he had several catches. I'm like, who is this dude? Like his name was called several times, and he got to run with Bryce in them. So like that's why I'm like, oh, okay, he up there. Yeah, I mean he was rotating out there with Mitchell Evans. Obviously, Jatavion Sanders is the one, but he was out there getting reps with the ones as well. So I was like, man, who is this kid? But he was all over the field, You know what I mean? So I think he's a one to keep an eye on, especially while Tommy Tremble is rehabbing. I think he can kind of fill that role if if Tommy Tremble starts on the pup, and maybe you kind of keep him around. But this kid is playing well. He's playing well, man. He's playing well right now. Any thoughts?
It's the 3 versus 4 theory, right? On the tight end position, but it sounds like he's at the third spot right now, currently, correct?
Yes.
All right, so he would make the team, which is good.
Yeah, he would make it, but it depends on how they're gonna handle Tommy Tremble, because I think Tommy Tremble would have to initially make the roster, and then
Yep.
they put him on the pup, and so I don't know how that's gonna. Can they keep this kid around? I don't know.
Unless they decide to keep 4 tight ends, and it wouldn't be the first time.
It would not be the first time, but if you're also trying to keep 7 wide receivers, that tight end spot becomes, it becomes valuable.
Yep,
You know what I mean?
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
So there was a question.
Shout out to Roar the Lions. Said they gave up on Mitchell too soon.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. I've seen his name buzz for quite a bit. And he played well. So going back to Grandizer's so we do upload to my bad. Yeah, we do upload to Spotify. So we are on Spotify under Panther Nation Podcast. We are all audio only platforms.
Yep.
So shout out to Queen City Podcast Network. They manage all that stuff for us. And so Apple Podcasts, everywhere you can catch the audio version of this pod, we're on there. Yep. I know we don't talk about that enough, but we are on there.
We definitely need to talk about it more, because I want you guys to start going over there and rating it 5 stars, because there ain't no other podcast is 5 stars. So y'all need to go ahead and get over there. Go to Apple, go to Google, whatever you got, man. I don't discriminate, because I might be converting back to Android, so I don't discriminate. Just go.
What?
Give the 5 stars. I'm thinking about it, because I want a flip phone. I want a fold phone. So I'm thinking about it. I'm
bro,
still
why do you
trying
want a fold phone, bro. That's so like 2000s.
Not a flip. A fold. It folds into a tablet. See, you out here.
I know what they are, Dave. I know what they are.
Well, my daughter does want to flip. She was looking at the Moto Razor, and I was like, "Oh, you trying to convert?" I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know. We got to make that decision soon, because she's leaving in 3 weeks, which is wild, by the way. Just want y'all to know that it's kind of wild that she's heading to college. In less than 3 weeks, she's heading to college. So we'll see.
Yeah. So shout out to let me see. Was that all I had? Yeah, that was it. That was all I had for like guys that are kind of knocking it out the park right now. Now, Dave, I'm gonna stop here, and we can talk about guys that I don't have a slide for them. I don't want to put them on a Summer Jam screen. But Dave, are there guys that you're like, okay, based off of the depth chart, based off of where they are, based off of the buzz at training camp, are there guys that you're like, bro, we got to watch out for this dude? Like he might not make the roster.
Oh, DJ Johnson's the first person I think about. Raheem Blackshear is the next person I think about. Even though he's number 1 on the return games for both positions, I think about him. David Moore is another guy that I'm thinking about.
But I'm talking about from a perspective of you haven't really heard their name. Like they've been around, but you ain't really heard their name. Like David Moore, I could make an argument based off the past couple of days. Like he's trending upwards. I could have easily had a slide for him too. I was trying to pick guys that are lesser known. But
well, I only put David Moore there is because I think the Renfrow injury might hurt him more than they realizes. Because now they can't do the comparison. I think they're just gonna go with what they already have with Renfrow. You know what I'm saying? Like Renfrow, I ain't gonna say he's a lot, but he's pretty close.
He's a lot, bro. Renfrow ain't going nowhere.
And if that's the case, that puts David Moore in jeopardy. But nah,
I think Cam Jackson. Nah, bro. Cam gonna make the
Cam's
roster.
making the team.
He's a run stuffer, bro. And I know you probably haven't heard much about him, but I think he's gonna be solid. It's tough because the defense on these 11 on 11s, and everybody wants to see the highlight plays. So nobody, even our own social media team, wasn't posting the defensive plays until JC Horn said, "Hey, look, y'all posting all these highlights about Excel and all that, but post the defensive plays and we make plays." Then they started posting the plays. They started posting your Lathan Ransoms, your J.C. Horns when he's having interceptions. Then they started posting them. You know what I mean?
But the thing about Cam Jackson too is that he plays defensive tackle. He plays nose tackle. So you're not gonna really see
exactly.
You know,
His impact won't be measured.
I'm gonna move you guys back to the Derek Brown theory when we were playing a 4-3. I just want you guys to remember that it takes a little bit of time for a defensive tackle to get into their own. You need to give them like 2-3 years. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but yeah, Tuttle. But he's a well-known guy.
Yeah,
Tuttle.
he in trouble, bro. I haven't heard his name all camp.
Yeah, he in trouble.
He in trouble, bro. Tuttle is in trouble.
Tuttle is in trouble. I think DJ Johnson's in trouble. Like somebody saying he can still make the team, but I don't see it.
I don't think DJ is in trouble, bro. I think DJ gonna be fine. I think he'll be the last edge on the roster. And I think he has a spot because he's good against the run. And all y'all sat up here and complain about how bad we are against the run. But don't get rid of a guy that's solid against the run. That would be not a good idea. So,
do you see a scenario where Jimmy Horn does not make this team?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
That would be complete. That would be asinine.
No, I'm just asking a question. I don't either. I'm just asking.
You know they're saying there are no questions that are dumb questions. That was a dumb question.
No, we're not doing that. What we're not going to do, we're not going to do that. We've seen surprise cuts happen every year, B.
That won't be one of them. That won't be one of them.
We see it every year, bro. We see surprise cuts happen every single year.
Yeah, that was definitely a dumb question, Dave. Come on, bro.
Listen, man. I don't appreciate the disrespect here.
My bad, bro.
So how's the counter looking, A-Cash? How's the counter looking, A-Cash? How's the counter looking, A-Cash?
What's the count looking like, A-Cash? Come on, bro.
What's the count looking like, A-Cash? I got to drink more cider during these shows, obviously.
No, yeah. Apparently so, because that cider guy got you calling me out.
Look, man, let me play devil advocate in peace. That don't make it a dumb question. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, man. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Any other anybody else? Anybody else okay, what if I said this? Well, let me not. Because I'm gonna join you in the dumb question boat.
No. There's no such thing as a dumb question. You don't want out here trying to break the rules.
I ain't gonna do it, Dave. No, I ain't gonna do it. I'm trying to find some names that are I mean, there isn't really. It's pretty predictable, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't recall a time where it was so unpredictable when it comes to this part of training camp. But we'll see what happens on Friday when we play the Browns.
Doesn't that make it a good thing though? Like, isn't that like a good thing?
Yes and no. Yes, we know who's going to be. Yes, we have an idea who's going to make the 53, but no, because that means the other 47 ain't what they need to be. Like, there's nobody that's stepping up to the plate to try to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always want to have like that guy that wants to take it, because those tend to be the dogs. So you ain't got that. So yes and no. Mm-hmm. Like you want somebody like when you have a guy that's like near the bottom of the 90, jump all the way up to the 53. That's a testament to your scouting. That's a testament to your general manager. So when you don't have that, that's not necessarily a good thing, because you want competition. It shouldn't be this clear. It shouldn't be this clean. Not yet. We haven't played a game yet.
That's good perspective. I mean, you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah. So like I think we need to have, like, we don't have that guy. Like last year it was Jalen Coker. Mm-hmm. We ain't got that guy right now, really. Maybe Corey Thornton, but we'll see. Yeah,
but we also can't see it either. Like, there's not anybody on the ground saying, "Hey, like, like we had to be there." Dave, it was only us, bro. It was only us shouting out. Like, imagine that, bro. It was only us, bro. Everybody, all your so-called film gurus that y'all love, it was nobody out there touting Coker but me and Dave. That's it. Literally. And I'm not even joking, bro.
And shout out to my boy Zach. Shout out to my boy Zach from the Blue Bloods, who covers FCS Football Central, who gave me a tip on him. Because I knew about him before Smitty called him out. So it's we have a habit to be stuck on these P5 guys, and sometimes you got to come into these FCS streets and you can find some dogs. We got a couple of FCS players on our roster right now that's pretty high on the depth chart. Charles is from Alcorn State, and Carter, the offensive lineman, he's from Southern. So, but yeah, so Trimble's not getting cut though, guys. We got to stop the madness.
Yeah, but
Trimble's not getting cut.
he's not getting cut. But I mean, it is obviously he's dealing with the injury, so it's him and Zavala. I'm seeing his name and Zavala's name in the chat. Both of those guys are dealing with injuries, which is why you're not hearing their names like that.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not in danger at all.
Yeah, they're not in danger.
They're gonna be just fine. They're gonna be just fine. But yeah,
talking about the stops with Coker. What about when I told y'all Ricky Lee was gonna make this team? What about when I told y'all Ricky Lee was gonna make the team? And y'all should have been happy at the time.
He got picked up by Jacksonville, actually, which is interesting.
Get to play with another former Aggie because Tootin got drafted there too. So
trying to get that intel, bro. That's what they're doing. We ain't stupid. Jacksonville. We know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
We know what y'all doing.
Y'all need the intel. You saw, speaking of Jacksonville, you saw they put freaking Travis Hunter as the number 2 wide receiver on the roster.
Bro, man, we ain't worried about Bro, I'm not worried about Travis Hunter, Travis Kelce, Travis. It don't matter
now. I wouldn't worry about him.
We ain't worried about no Travises. We ain't worried about no Travises, dog. Nobody.
All right.
Oh man, I did not see this. I did not see Dennis Daly retire. That's crazy.
How long you been in the league?
Let
me check.
Yeah, I was just going to look that up. Yeah, I mean,
he's only 28 years old. That is wild,
saying,
bro.
Not that old. We just drafted him not too long ago, it seemed like.
That is wild. Yeah, he got drafted in 2019. Wow.
I mean, congrats. Well, I mean, what are we supposed to say?
Wow. Good luck to him. But a lot more players are retiring early, bro. Like, they're not staying in the league too long.
Yeah, they say that the NFL lifespan is short, bro.
And you know what the crazy thing is with the NIL on the college side? I think it's going to happen even more frequent than it does now. Because some of these guys are making a lot of money in college, and then they go into the league, they make their money. Maybe they get one contract, and then they might not even finish that one big contract they get. And they just walk away. If they got their money right, they could do it. So they can keep their sanity, they can keep their mindset, they're good to go. What else we got, man? Anything else before we adjourn?
That's it, brother. I think we good. We good, man. Yeah, man, we having a good time. Good stuff. Got the practices this week. I will be going to the game. So if you want to go to the game, hit that Discord, bro. Let me know. Pull up, sit with me in 310, and have a blast, man. We're gonna have good times. Good times. So I'll be out there. If you see me in the streets, holla at me. I'm not sure if Chris from Charlotte Vibe is going to do a live stream out there like the pregame like we used to do for the regular season games. But if he does, I'll be there. But it should be fun.
Okay.
Should be fun.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to these practices, man. It's gonna be good vibes. Keep your ears in the X streets. People gonna be watching. It's gonna be fun. I may go live tomorrow. No, I won't. That's a lie. I gotta volunteer tomorrow, so I won't be. If that was cap, it might go during the day, like right before I go. I might, but it'll be like 2 or 3 o'clock during the day. So I might. I gotta volunteer Thursday too, and then in the streets on Friday, man. But shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, notification bell, get in the comments. Double O Kane, go on to bed, bro. We about to throw the peace sign up, so you can go on to bed, bro. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe, 25K. We on the way. Hit that subscribe button. We out of here. Peace.